but we are going to do what I like to call an early bird special.
Whoa.
So we are going to run a quick training session with one of our ambassador wildlifes. My name is Bella. I'm one of the wildlife care specialists here. Now, this ambassador is one that might need a little bit more practice before they make their big debut in our Journey into the Wild presentation. So we like to give them a little sneak peek into larger crowds. So thank you for coming out a little bit early. Now, this ambassador is going to be making her way around to the corner. And she's taking off perfectly. That is Taji. Taji is an East African gray crowned crane. Now, as her name suggests, that beautiful tuft of feathers right on top of her head is how she gets that name, crowned crane. Now, Taji does do flights here in our amphitheater. She can make another flight across. And she's showing off a 6-foot wingspan. It is really beautiful to see these birds fly. Now, Taji we want to make sure she's nice and comfortable in larger crowds. So that's why we're doing a little pre-presentation here for you today. But Taji is actually an endangered species. So there are 15 different species of cranes. Looks like she got some air on that one. There are 15 different species of cranes. Unfortunately, 11 of them are endangered. So it is really, really important that we are making an effort to help preserve these species. Now, cranes like Taji do like to go in waterways, so we can help them by reducing our use of pesticides so they don't ingest any of that. And there she goes, sticking her landing. Good job, Taji. Now, Taji is a part of our Savannah Conservation Hub, and we will be back in just a little bit, starting our presentation where you'll be introduced to a couple more ambassadors. Thank you.
Benbow Amphitheater. For the comfort and safety of our wildlife and guests, please silence any electronic devices and remain seated throughout the entire presentation. If you need to leave at any time, please exit at the top of the amphitheater. Thank you and enjoy Journey into the Wild.
Hello everyone and welcome to Benbow Amphitheater. My name is Rachel.
And I'm Savannah, and we are wildlife care specialists here.
San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance is committed to saving wildlife worldwide, and we do this by uniting our expertise in animal care and conservation science, along with our dedication to inspiring a passion for nature.
Yes, and we integrate wildlife health care, science, and education to develop sustainable conservation solutions, like here in the Southwest with Harris Hawks like Winslow.
And our conservation work is focused in 8 conservation hubs across 6 continents, and these are all regions where our alliance can make the greatest impact.
Yeah, and today we're going to introduce you to wildlife from 3 of these conservation hubs.
But first, let's take a look at some of the amazing conservation work happening right here at the Safari Park and all around the globe. Check it out.
The world is changing, and so is the way we live with wildlife. At the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, we're leading that charge. Inspiring change and fueling conservation around the globe. Our work is focused across 8 regions called conservation hubs, like the African forest, Amazonia, the Asian rainforest, along the Pacific Islands, the Australian forest, the savanna, in the ocean, and right in our own backyard, the Southwest. Your visit today supports these conservation miracles for wildlife worldwide. Like with the California condor, who became extinct in the wild in 1983, before the safari park helped grow their numbers back to over 500. Or Edward, the first southern white rhino born through artificial insemination in North America. So join us today for incredible stories. Meet some of your favorite animals as we journey into the wild.
An amazing entrance from some of our macaws. This is Cusco and Charlie, and they come from the Amazonia Conservation Hub. In the Amazonia Conservation Hub, we and our partners, we focus on wildlife like the jaguar, Andean bear, and New World monkey, along with plant life like the orchids. Oh, looks like you two came out to say hello as well. The first thing you might notice about macaws, their bright coloration. They are loud, they are squawking good time. They are equipped with very interesting features, including that very large bill of theirs and those very strong feet as well. They have a zygodactyl foot structure, and the 2 toes on the top, 2 toes on the bottom that helps them hold onto their food items. That's very useful when you're eating high in the canopies of the trees. Now we love to get to talk about the biodiversity in the Amazon rainforest, the coloration with these beautiful species like the macaws, all the way down to the forest floor with species like Tatis here. Now Tatis, he's making his way on in. He is a lesser anteater, also known as a commandua. Now lesser anteater, but there's nothing lesser about it, other than the fact that he's not as large as his cousins, the giant anteater. Now Tatis here was born and raised in San Diego. His dad's named Fernando, and we here are San Diego Padres fans, so Fernando Tatis Jr. He's going to show off some amazing features like that very long snout of his. In that snout, he has a 16-inch long tongue that is about from here to here, and it's attached to his sternum. With that tongue of his, he darts it in and out of termite mounds, anthills, different logs to eat. What is he going to eat? Ants, different types of grubs, termites, you name it. The waxworms are his favorite. The squishier, the better. Now they're actually looking at one of nature's conservationists. This species will never deplete an entire population of insects. So he's going to have a snack like this, and then he's going to mark his scent, which is 5 times as smellier than a skunk. So, I'm just kidding, he doesn't spray. He'll mark his scent, and then he's going to head out like that. And then once the scent has disappeared, he comes back, he has his own renovated insect mound. Very neat. That was a wonderful look at Tatis, the southern commandua.
We got a nice variation of bright colors from parrots as well as the kind of drab color of the tamanduas, and they use their coloration to help camouflage out in the rainforest. This next one uses her camouflage while she is sleeping, and she might look a little bit familiar, and that's because she is a Togo toucan. This is the largest of the 37 species of toucans found all over the world. And if you look at her and you think that beak must be really heavy, it actually is not, because it is made out of keratin, which is the same material as our hair and our fingernails. And what's really incredible about that beak is it catches grapes midair, but it also acts as a radiator to help her maintain her body temperature. So if she's feeling a little bit hot, she can control the blood flow into that beak, cool her body down, or heat it up, whichever she needs to do. And you saw her catch that grape midair. What that actually is a naturalistic behavior that toucans will do to establish that pair bond. They're not exactly grapes falling out of the sky out in the rainforest, but Fruta here is able to catch things really easily. I don't know about all of you, but when someone throws something really small at me, I cannot catch it, no matter what. But Fruta says that grape is really easy. But the reason for that is that beak is serrated. So she's able to grab onto that grape or any type of fruit that might be falling from the sky. You never know. And she's able to grab onto that really easily. But what Togo toucans like Fruta will do, instead of flying around a lot, because as she makes another flight back over those perches, I want you to really watch how much effort she has to make with her wings, right? They're not the strongest flyers, but what they'll do instead is hop from branch to branch. And Togo toucans are a cavity nester. So normally the female will find a nice tree cavity. She will actually enclose it so there's just a tiny little crevice that the male can put that beak into that crevice, hand her food, that way she can raise her offspring. Now, unfortunately, in the region that all of these types of wildlife are found from, there's a mineral that is mined to make aluminum cans. So unfortunately, that is destroying a lot of their wildlife. So a lot of their habitat. But what we can do to help them is by recycling. Because if you recycle 1 can, you can save 2 cans. That's right. That was a beautiful look at this fruta. But like I said, what we can do to help protect them is by recycling and looking at what we're purchasing. But I think we're going to be sticking in the Amazon to check out some other really cool types of birds.
Yes, there is such a unique biodiversity of birds in the rainforest. This next one is actually a reptile hunter, so we're going to see some hunting in action. But first, let me get the help of someone over here. It's Iggy. It's a fake snake, or what we like to say, a rubber boa. All right, now this fake snake here is going to be very helpful in showcasing these very unique skills. This next wildlife ambassador will be making his way on out. This is Paolo, the red-legged Sariyama. Now this species has found that they are more efficient by traveling on land. They can reach speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. Paolo is an excellent runner and a track star. Now he's going to make his way on over here to really strut his stuff. Sariyamas are actually the known descendant of the terror bird who roamed the world about 3 million years ago. Very neat. He's going to pose for that Kodak moment. And now, let's see some hunting in action. Okay, so first he's going to approach his prey, and then he's going to shake him about. He's going to keep himself safe because he's not going to get bit by a snake that might be venomous. And then he's going to do what we like to call a finishing move. See another one? Another slam! Maybe one more? Slam! Good job, hello! Welcome to Slam Diego! Or the slam is on. Whatever you pick. But that was a wonderful look at Paolo, the red-legged Sariyama.
And this next kind of wildlife you're going to take a look at is actually found down in the Amazon rainforest up into the southwest. And if he looks a little bit familiar, that's because he is related to raccoons. So this is Wiley. I know. He's just the most fantastic thing you've ever seen in your life. Now, Wiley here is a white-nosed coati. Has anyone here ever seen a white-nosed coati? Or any type of coati? Nope. I'm not really seeing any hands go up, but now, after today, you all can raise your hands up, just like Wiley here. So, white-nosed coatis are in the raccoon family. They're incredibly intelligent. And what they'll do is use their adaptations to find their food out in their native habitat. And that includes climbing up trees, using that really good sense of smell, and their really prehensile tails to balance and feet to dig into different items. So he is showing off his ability to grab on and pull things out to get his favorite food out of that hoard. Now, Wiley here has a great sense of smell, so if he drops anything, he can find it really, really easily. And I mentioned him being related to the raccoon. You can see that banding on his tail, putting their back towards the sun. That is called a heraldic pose. That is a way for them to kill any parasites or bacteria that might be on those feathers so they can continue on helping our environment stay nice and clean and safe. This is hawks. We got a glimpse of one earlier. Can catch it mid-air. So take a look to our hillside to the left to meet our other Harris's hawk, Spike. Now, Winslow soared in earlier, showing off just how aerodynamic these types of raptors are. But Spike here, and he is seated. So he's going to show off something absolutely incredible. So get your cameras ready, because Spike has an inkling to go hunting. So keep a look right to the center here. When Spike tells us he's ready. Good job here. A little bit of hovering there, waiting. Isn't he absolutely incredible? Introduce yourself, because that there is a raptor. And I see people's eyes light up when I say raptor. Not velociraptor. It's even more incredible, more intelligent than velociraptor. So Harris's hawks, like I mentioned, really depend on those saguaro cactuses for their hunting, for their nesting. So what they'll do is stand on top of those cactuses really carefully. If you can imagine, those are kind of pokey, right? But imagine one spike on top of a Winslow, on top of another spike, on top of another Winslow. Harris's hawks do a stacking behavior. This allows them to stand across the desert landscape because it can be a little barren, right? But on top of those cactuses, they can see a little bit further. So that is something we can do to really help make sure we can continue to see these amazing raptors in our shared spaces, because unfortunately, because of habitat loss with the destruction of those saguaro cactuses, we are seeing less and less Harris's hawks, and they're now no longer any found naturally in the state of California. However, we're still seeing them in New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona. But do we like seeing Harris's hawks? Yeah. Yeah, do we want to continue seeing them in our national parks? Yes, absolutely. So we, as you've all seen, San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance is creating a world where all life thrives, and never has that been more important.
Hello.
I'm gonna get a lot of people here, buddy. What do you think? Are they cute? Oh, you guys are looking good out there. I don't know though. We gotta ask you. Is it okay to get compliments like that? What do you think? Is it okay? My mouth is full. Is that okay? Not okay. How about we do some animal impressions, Congo? Congo, how about it? Duckies, and we do some conservation work with our local species of endangered frogs. I just missed one, but you're funny. You're cute too. Are you excited? Oh, he's so excited. How about we want to hear your little conservation cheer? How about you tell us you can take charge? What was that? He is pretty, isn't he? And he's super duper smart too.
Off the card, please.
Let's see. What else do you want to say out here, buddy? He makes some office sounds. He hangs out in our office a lot. We have a lot of cooler back there, and like all coolers, ours makes the sound of bubbles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, teeny little bubbles. He
The
really likes
music's
that.
so loud, it's hard to hear.
It is, right? If he had a mic, he would be a little louder.
Yeah,
He's
no,
used to a mic too. Let's see, what else do you want to say? Oh, how about ourselves? That's a weird ringtone. Can you hear yourself? Yeah, that's a good
one.
cell phone,
I heard that
right?
one.
All right. Well, I think we're causing a bottleneck, so we're going to take off enough before he takes the bow. Yes, very good. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
His are fairly long for his tail feathers, and that is particular to Samson. Usually macaws will preen themselves a little bit more, a little bit better. I'm not sure why his grow out just a tad bit longer than usual, but birds do molt all year long, all year round. So. But yeah, all of the ones you see on the top of his head, it'll fall off eventually. So they'll rub their heads on like wood and stuff, but he can't preen himself. With pruning is when you use your feet. He can't get those ones up there. The tail ones he can get, but he doesn't really seem to by them, right?
We work with it's so much training here in the theater versus in other areas they do training as well, but we're very
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is the Safari Park over here in San Diego. It is partnered with the San Diego Zoo, but I just want to thank you guys. If you guys like this kind of video, please like and subscribe for more videos. We'll have more coming out soon. We also have live streams, so check out our channel. Remember, like, subscribe, and also memberships are welcome, or any way you can support the channel. We really appreciate it. Until next time, stay tuned.
Bye.